Hey, morning, YouTubers. So this is going to be an experiment. Yeah, it's an experiment. It occurs to me that some people go on YouTube because they want to learn how to tie a fly, or they want to learn about knots or fishing or technique or something like that. But sometimes it's just pure entertainment. It's stuff to have in the background. And you just never know, do you, Gracie? You never know what people might find entertaining or comforting. So I'm going to try doing a few. I'll do at least one. Who knows? I might not like it. I'm gonna. My idea is to do a few videos where I just ramble a little bit. And maybe I'll do a close-up of a fly afterwards. Maybe I won't. And this is the kind of thing I don't expect anybody to actually watch this, but you may. But maybe you'll have it on in the background while you're tying flies, and you're not even looking at it, except you just glance over at it every once in a while. Say, "Hey, Jay's wearing a gray cap this morning," or "God, his hair's getting kind of shaggy," or "Isn't that the 6th day in a row he's wearing that shirt?" So that's that. So it's what time? It's late for me. It's 6:20, and I got my little helper here. Come on, baby. I've been tying some nymphs, and some of them qualify as Euro nymphs. Some don't. And what I thought I might talk about here is how I organize my fly bench. And so one thing I'd say is that it's really a good idea if I've been tying a lot of nymphs, like I've done probably 400 or 500 nymphs over the last 2 weeks. And that's nothing for a commercial tyer, but it's more nymphs than I've tied in a decade or two. And it's really been helpful to me because it has helped me get back in the discipline of proportions with tails and abdomens and thoraxes and ribbing, and how much lead, and how to do them and get them to come out looking good. So I'd really encourage you, if there's some new fly you're going to do, say to yourself, I'm going to tie 24 of these things, and I'm going to line them up and see how they come out. I'm going to look at each one as it comes out of the vise, and okay, that tail's too long, and make sure, oh, that tail's too short, make it longer. It has helped me. I've been tying flies for 55 years, and I'm getting rusty in some things. I can't do some things anymore because of my hand, my joints. But I'm learning some new things. I'm doing some things now that better than I did before, and some things not as well. But repetition is your friend as a fly tyer. It really is. So what's going on this morning? I'm waiting for a draft of volume 2 of my salmon journal. I was expecting it last night, and I don't have it yet, and I'm dying to see it. So we can only wait, and hopefully that's coming soon, and then I'll be consumed with that. I have one fly left to do in a 10 fly series to fill a row. So here's one of the things I've kind of figured out, and what's important is for you to get your own routine, but going from my right to my left as I've been doing these, sometimes I do 2 of this fly and 1 of that, and then 1 of something else, and pretty soon my desk is a mass of materials, and I can't think, and my flies aren't coming out well, and I'm looking around for stuff. One of the things that happens when you focus on a fly, you get your desk set up and have some regularity in where you reach for things. So let's start here. I'm going to put some things away. Here's my large opal tinsel. I'm not using that on this fly. Here's my gold. No, that was flat for Rainbow Warriors. This is a flat. No, it's not. It's an oval tinsel, and I'm going to have it out here, but I'm having it on my right. Here are some pheasant tails. I'm not using those on this fly, but I might on the next couple flies. So rather than put it all the way away, I'm going to reach out here and put it out of my reach, so it's not conflicting. I've got 3 pair of pliers over here. I got some dollar store cutters. You know what? Those are a pain in the butt. I'm going to donate them. They're gone. So I got some pointed needle nose and some brass flat nose needle nose. These are for pinching barbs. Now most of the hooks that I'm getting, the trout hooks I'm getting, are already debarbed. This one's for pinching lead wire or lead-free wire. So I've already pinched my barb, so I'm going to put these at a long reach. I'm going to put these where I can reach them. But generally on the fly I'm tying right now, I don't need to pinch the wire. So it can afford to be out there. And I think what I'm doing is I'm putting things that are kind of in order from outside to in, early in the fly, late in the fly. As I'm starting the fly, I'm tending to go from the outside in. And so far, I'm right-handed. I'm just working on this side. So far, I'm right-handed. I'm just working on this side. So next, I've got a piece of lead-free wire. I'm going to put that out there. It's the next thing in from the pliers. Here's a tool. It's nylon brush, not brass, and bodkin. I use this quite a bit. So I'm gonna move this. It's my cat basket. Not using them right now. Pheasant tails, pliers, lead-free wire, spare gold oval tinsel. Oh, this piece of paper here and a pen, that's in case I realize I need something. I need to order something, and if I do, I can write it down there. But I'm not using that a lot. Bodkin. Okay. This is braid back. This is for making the wing case. The piece I'm actually using is over here. So I think I'm going to put that's a long reach. I don't have to go over, but this is kind of like my next level of when I need extra. I got my wire, my oval tinsel, and my wing case material. Part of this is I'm cleaning up for my last flies. Here's a piece of silver wire. I'm not using it right now. It goes away. Here's a mostly used up piece of coque de lion. I'm gonna put it well out of the way. Actually, got some little nesting trays. Coq de Leon, partly used. This is, these little nesting trays is where I put my little leftovers. Stuff I'm not using right now, but I'm likely to use them soon enough that I want to have access to them. Or I am likely, if I knew I wasn't going to use that in the next week, put it away. But I may use it in the next week, and it's quicker to just throw it in these little nesting tubs than to have to put it all the way away. My UV light, not using it on this series of flies, so it goes long reach. UV cure, same thing, not using it right now, long reach. Dubbing wax, yep, I might use this. Leave the top off. Here's a conventional head cement, Loctite. I got them, I'm using mostly the Loctite, a little bit of the dubbing wax, and the head cement. I've got, those are about 3 inches apart, so that if I reach for one, I can reach straight to it. There's nothing in the way, and I'm not likely to knock one of those over. Now this is secured with this, I call it blue sticky stuff. Yeah, it's a 3M product. You can buy it at your framing shop, or Joann. I don't know if Joann's has it. Michael's has it. Office supply store. Make so you can't knock that over. Scissors. I've got a pair of scissors that's beat up, jammed with super glue, and messed up with wire. I leave those straight ahead. The scissors I'm cutting, no, wrong one. Don't want to get them confused. Straight ahead, not a very long reach. I got some extra beads, or kind of beads that I thought I was going to use, but I'm not using them. I'll be putting them away, but I haven't done it yet. So my little bead pad is here, and I've got 2 bead cups, and this is kind of for my miscellaneous. This is where I wind up with odd beads and or next fly beads. These aren't in the way. I can reach over them. Real handy to have here. But I'm just kind of working back through this while I'm cleaning up. Camera remote, I can put that up here. Okay, got my vise, and I've got my vise. I got that blue sticky stuff under my vise base, because I don't want this to be slipping around. Here's a few more odd beads that I've collected here. Get them out of the way. Here's an odd hook. I've got my odd hook collection right there. I got a couple razor blades here, straight razor blades. They go in one pocket. Now here's something I'm using regularly, or potentials there, my little cheapo hackle pliers, right there. Extra scissors. Okay, we're getting down to it. The thread that I'm using, right here, right close. The first dubbing that I'm using, right here, right close. This old dubbing, gone. The next, so this is body dubbing. Excuse me. This is thorax dubbing. Now my bigger ball of thorax dubbing is over here. I'll replenish this little pile from there when I need it. My backup on my body dubbing is over here, kind of a moderate reach, but I don't spend much time going over on that side. Here's another odd bead. Let's get him out of here. I'll sort those later. Here's some junk on the table. Let's get it off. My dubbing twister, I'm using that for every fly. Put it right here, short reach. It's shorter than these scrap scissors, just right here. You see that? I think you can see that, yeah. Piece of, now my wing case material I'm putting on this side. What else have I got on this side? Oh, I've got close at hand. I've got a spare bodkin. I've got my good hackle pliers. Piece of junk there. And I've got a hare's mask right here. So I don't have much on my left-hand side. What I think I would, what I was doing, and I need to get more gold oval tinsel. I've been tying these flies, it's kind of an improved hare's ear. And when I say improved, it's like this year's hare's ear. Okay, here's my, I've been actually going back and forth. I think I want this over here inside of my wire, okay? All I really have over here, I have the wing case, have the hare's mask. I have my little waste trash bin, my backup dubbing. Okay, so as I start this fly, I put the hook in the vise. I put my wire on. I'd shove the wire up. A drop of super glue. Why don't I do one of these? And we can, I'll probably speed this up. It doesn't really matter what size this is, but this is, okay. Easy reach, outside, I got my lead-free wire. Pull on it. It goes back right where I had it. Now, I'm carrying my good scissors, but I reach forward because they're straight ahead and they're easy to get, and I snip off that back piece of wire rather than pull it because it just works better for me. Now, I push that wire forward. So I'm coming in. Drop super glue. Thread is right here. Got too much super glue there. Move the glue, or move the thread to the rear. Now, I reach down over here, and I'm going to snip off a piece of this hare's mask. And this is pesky stuff to work with if the mask isn't really clean. So, reach over there, it's close, snip it off. I come back over here and I pull out the fluff because it's too much under fur. Just drop it right here. Now it's stuck to my fingers, so get off my fingers. Transfer this hand. Okay, transfer to this hand. Tie it in. Let's see if I got a good length. Yeah, I want a bit longer. There we go. Okay, wrap it forward, back. Okay, reach out here. I've got my oval wire, my rib. Lash it down. I've got my body. This particular dubbing is kind of gnarly. I've been making my nymphs bomb-proof. Been making them like pike flies. Again, nothing to knock over there. So let's get this, let's get the abdomen on. It's kind of thick. Okay, I put this body dubbing down right here, right where I got it. Put on the rib. Tie off the rib. Now where am I going to put this rib? Where am I going to put it? I'm tempted to throw it over here, but then I'll have a hard time finding it. So put it right over here, just to the inside of the wire. Now I do reach over here, and I've got my wing case braid. I tie it on. Now I want to get prepared. This is my thorax dubbing. I want just a little, when I say little, not much. Be a short, that's going to go in a loop. I make my loop. I go for a dab of Loctite. Now you don't have to do this, all this Loctite nonsense. You really don't. So I slip this in the loop. Where's my dubbing twister? Straight ahead, easy reach. Hook it in there. Give it a spin. Now I look at it. Some of those fibers are just too long. So I'm going to pull those out. Because this is going to be a fuzzy thorax, but I don't want to be ridiculous about it. Okay, I'll wind it. I'm not transferring it to a hacky plier. I'm just winding it right on. I'm keeping my dubbing twister up. Go around the thread a couple times. Seat my thread tight by the bead. Turn off the action. Now where does my dubbing spinner go? Right here. Right in front of me. Easy reach. Trash over here. I want to pull out some of those excessive fibers. I may trim some. Take my wing case, bring it over, get that thread to seat behind the bead 3 turns, trim it off. I'm not trying to make it disappear. Little tiny touch, Loctite, not necessary at all. Now, there was a time when I would try to make that thread disappear. I'd use a black thread or a tan thread. Now I've been coached by all these people I've seen on YouTube, very competent tiers and anglers, to leave a thread hotspot. Where's my thread go? Sometimes I just swing it and it goes right there, right in front of me. Okay, I got my finished fly. If I'm going to shift gears to something else, I put my good scissors right here. So there you go. That's how to organize. It's nice and clean. Where do I put this fly? Good question. I think I'm going to put it longer past my junk scissors. I can line them up right there, and then I've got within a reach here, got my fly box. Guess what? There's one little fly missing from this 3rd row. Oh my gosh, look at this. There it goes. 3 rows done. How many go? 1, 2 or 3, depending on the size of the fly. Okay. Morning, folks. I'm going to get on what can I say? Good morning. I hope you have a really good day. Thank you for joining me. Okay, there's those 3 rows of flies. Just finished that one on the bottom row all the way over to the right. There they are in all the glory.